It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of building the product and then launching it. But please remember, you have no idea how it's actually going to perform unless and until it's out there in the wild. A/B testing is really the best way to determine what your customers want. It's also a great way for you to determine what is working and what is not. So when you actually plan your launch, you make the appropriate tweaks. So you launch with everything that is perfectly resonating with your users. Now, the first thing you want to decide here when it comes to A/B testing is determining what type of experiments you want to run. Now, while this will vary depending on what you're launching and what you're trying to test, these are typically three very common things that you want to experiment. Now, the first thing is the headline experiment. This lets you determine what that heat of text, what language and tone is really attracting traffic to your app. So the next type of experiment you want to run is the copy experiment. Just change one thing about the copy on your landing page or your email. It could be the usage of certain words. It could also be the volume of text and so on. And then you can collect the data to see how many more people clicked on one version of the copy versus the other. The key portion here is collecting that data and letting the experiment run for a reasonable amount of time till you can actually make sense of this data. And then you can determine which message or what parts of your message are resonating with your customers. And lastly, obviously, the design experiment. You can change one thing about your landing page, either change an image or a button placement. And then again, see how many more people clicked or signed up with one or more of these changes. Now, how do you conduct A/B testing? You can use Google Analytics, Optimizely, usertesting.io. There's several tools out there actually that help you run very effective experiments. Something to keep in mind, the website is sort of your marketing tool. It's the first thing people see before they hit the sign up button. So it is important, as much as, as developers and as technical people, we like to spend a lot of time on the product and features, but keep in mind that first impression that you make is your website. It is important to spend significant time to make sure that the copy, the imagery, the brand, the tone is compelling and really in keeping with what you want your user to take away in those first few seconds on your website.